Alright, what's up guys, Fawkeye here, and I saw this very interesting post on Reddit, this post on Reddit that was so interesting that I had to make a video on it, and that was Idubbbz vs Boogie, who fell off worse. So we're just going to get right into it. I think I've already spent way too much time not getting into this video, so we're just going to get into it. Now how we're going to do this is we're just going to rank points where we can compare how they fell off from, and see who has it worse in each point. So the first point is who had the highest high. And now on the surface level, that would seem like it'd be Idubbbz. And for reasons I'll get into later, some people might say it's Boogie, but doing the research I did for this video, I could actually confidently say that it is Idubbbz, no matter what metric you look at. So Idubbbz's peak subscriber count was 7.9 million subscribers versus 6.6 million that he has now. So he has lost at the making of this video 1.3 million subscribers. Boogie's peak subscriber count was 4.57 million subscribers versus 3.87 million that he has today, which means he lost about 700,000. So while both of those numbers are awful, that means that Idubbbz has lost almost twice as many subscribers as Boogie has over the years. I'd also like to mention that if you look at their social blades, Idubbbz is actually losing more subscribers than Boogie. Like, yeah, neither of them are gaining subscribers, but in terms of leading their current audience, Idubbbz is actually bleeding it way faster than Boogie is. And I know a lot of people, and I mentioned a lot of people would try to argue that Boogie fell off from a higher pedestal, but and the reason for that is Boogie was like one of the first YouTubers, and that's really how he started to blow up. And a lot of people think he only blew up because of that, but that's actually somewhat of a misconception, because doing research for this video, I found that his channel was still growing like well into the time frame that Idubbbz was growing at. For example, he reached 4 million in 2017, which I believe is like around the same time Idubbbz reached 7 million. So he definitely still had a career in a growing channel around the era that Idubbbz was starting to grow in. So now they also Idubbbz also has a substantial view advantage over Boogie. So Idubbbz has 1.3 billion views with only 318 videos, and his oldest video was uploaded on September 23rd, 2013. Boogie, in contrast, only has 962 million views, with 2,800 videos, and his oldest video being from September 17th, 2006. So that means Boogie has an 8.8 times video lead and a 7-year head start over Idubbbz, and he still comes out short. And that's with Idubbbz deleting like his most popular series. Like, he deleted all of his content cops. The majority of those had over 10 million views. Some of them had like 20 million views. So now I should mention that if you look at Boogie's channel, his two most viewed videos are actually more viewed than Idubbbz's most viewed video. But we do have to take into consideration that he did delete his content cops again, and I think one of them actually was more viewed than Boogie's most viewed video. Now, I could not for the life of me find a reliable source supporting that, and I looked because I was like very confident that it was true, but there's just no sources backing it up. So we're going to have to say for now that this point does go to Boogie, but yeah. And now, if you look at their modern views, both of them are pretty bad, but I would argue that Idubbbz is worse, purely because Idubbbz's channel is around twice the size of Boogie, and Boogie uploads a lot more, and he uploads a lot less clickbaity videos than Idubbbz uploads. Like, so Idubbbz's most recent video of uploading this was uploaded 9 days ago and still has not reached 100,000 views, and it's of a very topical subject. Like, I'm a Canadian, so I can speak on this. Like, pretty much everyone in Canada is talking about like Alberta separating. Now, I'm not going to get into the issue in this video because that's not what this video is about. There's probably a lot of good ones that go into it, but you know. And it didn't even break 100K views after a week of it being uploaded, so that's very bad. And listen, I just gotta add this into the video because I know some fucking Idubbbz stan is gonna comment like, "Oh, well, you don't have a lot of videos with 100K views." Well, the difference between me and Idubbbz is Idubbbz has about 7 million subscribers, and I have a little bit over 1,000 subscribers. So me not getting 100k views on a video is a bit different than him not getting 100k views on a video. So especially when he uses a topic that should have easily gotten over 1 million. So yeah. And then also another thing I want to point out, he uploaded the Kickstarter crap, which is the series that literally got him popular in the first place. Like, I think he's known for his content cops, but like he got popular from doing Kickstarter crap. And it still, after a month of being uploaded, that only has 150,000 views. So, yeah, that is very abysmal for a channel his size. And it really just shows how little of his audience stayed there, that he can go back to doing like his original series that got him popular. That there's still somewhat of a demand for, might I add. Like other people who do Kickstarter crap videos, like if their thumbnail's good, like they get a good amount of views on those videos. So it really does speak a lot just how Idubbbz has fallen. And if you look at Boogie, like he's doing horrible too, but considering that he isn't using like clickbaity topics and all that, and he's like uploading way more than Idubbbz, and his channels have the size of Idubbbz, I would still have to rank Idubbbz as worse in this category. I'm not sure if that's fair or not, but I still truthfully do think Boogie is doing better. So in terms of who fell off from the highest point, I would definitely have to say Idubbbz. Now, the next point we're going to talk about is who has been in the bigger drama. Now, Idubbbz's biggest drama is the Creator Clash thing. So if you don't know what Creator Clash is, it's basically like this like YouTuber and Twitch streamer boxing event where like YouTubers and Twitch streamers will like fight each other. And Idubbbz said he was doing it for like charity, but in reality only like 65% of it was going to charity, and he wasn't upfront with that. So that's like the main thing that people are mad about. And another thing that people are mad about is he's just like extremely pathetic. And when I say pathetic, I don't mean like he's a loser. I mean like he's not having sex with his fucking wife. Like he is absolutely goddamn pathetic. As for Boogie, his biggest drama I would say his biggest drama so far has been him lying about cancer.
Hey boss, I have a cancer.
He basically lied about cancer so people would donate to him. And just in general, like he's extremely shitty with money. So he's like constantly will like manipulate his fans and like people who watch him to give him money that I would argue that he does not need to like just basically support him, even though it's like almost entirely his own fault that he is in the situation that he's in now. Now I would have to give this point to Boogie, just because of Idubbbz's drama. Like, yeah, you could argue it's scummy, but really the like worst thing he did was just not be upfront about it. Like, I feel like if he just upfront and said, "Hey, I am taking 34% of my of the revenue from Creator Clash," people wouldn't be anywhere near as mad about it as they are now. Like, but you know, it's just the fact that he wasn't, and he was trying to like manipulate people into donating more money than they otherwise would have. That kind of makes it scummy. Whereas Boogie's thing is just low no matter like how you look at it. So, I would have to say Boogie is worse so far. Or as for content, content-wise, we definitely got to give this to Idubbbz. Like, I don't even think we even need to go into debating how badly Idubbbz's content has fallen off. Like, he used to make very good videos, often criticizing people who, like, truthfully deserved it. Like, they're often, like, scamming people or, you know, stuff like that, really, like, and on top of that, he used to be really fucking funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What a day! What a lovely day!
You know, I am a fan of his older content. Like, I just gotta be real for a second. As for Boogie, like, I don't really like his content, but I still gotta give this point to Idubbbz, because Boogie's been uploading the same content on YouTube for 20 years, and I gotta argue, this is probably by far the most respectable part about Boogie. I think this is the only respectable part about Boogie, is he just uploads whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't care what makes him popular. He just really wants to upload the shit that he personally wants to upload and personally thinks is funny and personally enjoys making. And he's been doing that for 20 years now. So you do honestly gotta kind of respect him. So even though I think this content is much worse than Idubbbz, he's uploading the same shit. So if you were a fan of Boogie back in 2006, you're probably going to enjoy Boogie in 2026. You know what I mean? Now, next up, we got financial situation. Now, I do gotta preface before we start this point. I shouldn't have clapped. That's gonna fucking sound horrible for the microphone. I do want to preface before we get into this point that it is pretty much impossible to know for sure how much these channels are making unless they like outright confirm it themselves. Like, this is a raw estimate, so it could be more, it could be less, but I have looked into it. So for Boogie, people believe he's making at least $5,000 a month from his podcast he does with Keemstar.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And I also googled it and I found out he was making around $37,000 from his ad revenue from his YouTube channel. So most estimate making around 10K a month, maybe a little more, maybe a bit less. Whereas some higher sources like Keemstar actually claim that Boogie was making around 20K a month. So I don't know if that's reputable or not. But regardless, he's making at least 5K a month, and he could be making upwards of 20K a month. So that means he's either making $60,000 a year or $240,000 a year. I'm not even joking. That took 6 fucking takes to get right. I am not mentally well. But yeah, so Boogie, I would argue is making a pretty healthy income, considering the fact that like he has no children. He has like I don't even know if he has any like dogs or cats or some shit. So, you know, like 60K a year isn't a lot of money, but for someone who has no dependents, like you could be doing a lot fucking worse than 60K a year. It's a healthy amount of money to be making in my. Now, as for Idubbbz, again, we have no idea exact money he's making, but some of his fans have done the research, and they've calculated based on like his Twitch followers and all that. He is more than likely making less than minimum wage from his YouTube account. And again, when you consider Idubbbz is 2 times bigger than Boogie is, and has much more views than Boogie has, I would have to say Boogie's financial situation is significantly better than Idubbbz. Now it's worth mentioning, since Boogie's poor of money, he does owe some money to like creditors and whatnot. But that's really his own self doing. Like, in theory, if he locked in, he could probably pay off at least some of that money. And he's still making healthy enough money to not have to get like a job or anything. Like, even if he's only making 5K a month, like that's still enough money that he doesn't need to get a job at like McDonald's or some shit. So definitely gotta say Boogie is winning here. Now, our next category is going to be overall life, and this is a very debatable one. I think a lot of people are going to be saying Idubbbz or Boogie for this category. I have no idea. Now, I personally, though, I think it might have to go to Idubbbz having a worst overall life, purely because how I thought of it is so if I went to sleep and I woke up as either of these people, first off, this video would be recorded in hell, because I don't think I'd want to be here for these people.
You go to hell before you die. Please.
You know. But like, if I had to wake up as Boogie or Idubbbz, I personally believe that Idubbbz would be harder to fix his life, because he would need to divorce his wife, and knowing Idubbbz, knowing how much of a fucking pathetic bitch Idubbbz is, he probably not only signed a prenup, but he probably signed a clause that meant every single financial asset or asset that could be considered valuable would go to his wife. Without questions asked. It's probably some shit like that, you know. And then he's like, and then on top of that, he's gonna like revive his channel because he lost pretty much all of his old audience, and his new audience is not substantial enough to support his lifestyle. And if you look at Boogie, like, sure, there's been a lot of controversies over the years, but even if he uses his lowest possible income amount, he's still making enough money to survive. And all you'd really have to do, even if he never uploads a video again for the rest of his life, which is unlikely because he's actually still pretty active on YouTube, he still has a very successful podcast he runs with Keemstar. So really, all you'd have to do is, if you woke up as Boogie, is just be more responsible with money, and lose. You don't even have to lose fucking weight because the guy was married for fucking 5 years, like, which kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this dude was a bad person mentally and physically, and he had a fucking wife. But, yeah, man, and they say go to the gym. they'll say go to the gym, and then Tom Brady will get fucking cheated on. Like, listen, man, I'm not here to glaze Tom Brady, but if Tom Brady isn't good enough, how the fuck do you expect me to be good enough? Like, I don't think I'm gonna win as many Super Bowls as that guy has. I mean, there's still time. Like, I'm still young, but like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I'm just gonna be realistic. Anyways, I'm gonna now change it. But yeah, you maybe want to lose some weight, but that apparently isn't a fucking requirement. And then yeah, you're good as Boogie. Like, his life really isn't that bad if you like stop to look at it for a minute. Like, it's not like amazing, like it's a really, realistically speaking, like it's not like the worst you could do. Whereas Idubbbz, his whole like life is in complete shambles. So, but yeah, that was this video, man. Let me know if you liked it, or let me know if you want me to do like more kind of responses to stuff from other social media platforms that I'm interested in. Yeah, this is actually my second time recording this video too, because like I was so just nervous, and I think I was just overtly hostile. Like, I was like Mr. Goodman level fucking hostile, and then when I wasn't hostile, I was just like rambling over myself. So I thought I'd just re-record this video. So but yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this video, man. I'll see you guys on the next one, and yeah.